One more question. Okay. So I've got one question left. Should I just tell you guys a story? Yeah. Tell you a story. All right. I'll try to make it quick. Is that all right? Yeah. All right. It's going to take an hour to tell the story. All right. So I could probably tell the story tomorrow, but I might as well tell you right now. All right. So this is the quarter story, and if you haven't heard my quarter story, it's an old story. This was from a while ago, back in the days when I was working on bleach. But so, anyways, whenever I go to work, I have to take the freeway to go to work. I live in California. I have to take the freeway to get back home, and there's an off ramp that I have to take, and there's like a signal light there, and I'd have to make a left to go under this overpass in the freeway. And always on that corner where that light is, there's always like some homeless guy standing on the corner. Not the same homeless guy, but just various homeless guys standing on the corner, whatever given day. And you know, and when I was in my car, I've never really given money while in my car because it felt weird, like I'm strapped down. I don't know, what if they try to rob me or whatever? So I never did. This one day, I exit the freeway, and there's like 4 or 5 cars in front of me. So from here to a little bit beyond this room, the back of the room, 4 or 5 cars in front of me. It's a red light, and behind me pulls up this monster truck. And this person, I can't see who's in it because it's got a tinted window, but I can feel the vibration of the engine because they're revving it. They're, you know, and it's like shaking my car, and I start to freak out. And in my head, I see Monster Madness, and the light turns green. Bing, and he runs us all over. So I got that image playing on in my head, and I'm thinking, dude, we better go because this person is anxious, you know. And I have this Ziploc bag full of carrots that I had left over from lunch. I'm scarfing down like my last supper. And I look over, you know, and there wasn't a homeless guy there. There's a homeless woman. You know, it's the first time I'd seen a homeless woman, and my heart just went out to her. You know, I started thinking, what if that's my mom? You know, I mean, I felt bad. Like I felt like I should do something. And so I was like, all right, you know what? In LA, I don't know about here, but in LA, you have to pay for parking everywhere. And so my cup holders were full of quarters. And I thought, I just finished all these carrots. I got an empty Ziploc bag. What if I take all these quarters and put it in this Ziploc bag and give it to her? And I'd never done this before. And again, I was like a good distance away from her. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I scoop up all these quarters, I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I'm like, dude, this is like 3 pounds worth of quarters. I'm gonna go change her life. And I roll down my window, and I hold my hand out like this. And I look over to her, and again, 4 or 5 cars away from me, she sees me, and she has a sign, and she goes, and I'm in my car 4 or 5 cars away going like, wait, am I supposed to get out? I'm thinking like, I thought you were gonna come over here? You're not coming over here? And I'm like trying to like sign to her like, I don't know how to do this. It's not, I can't go that far, I don't know what to do. And the light turns green. And these cars in front of me, they just take off, you know, like fast. Like they must have felt the behind me. And so I instinctively start going. And so now I look down, I'm like, wait, now I'm going 20 miles an hour with a 3-pound bag of quarters and a monster truck on my tail. I can't stop now. And I'm like, I don't know how this exchange is gonna happen. I can't just throw it in her gut like a football player. We're doing it! You know? What if she hangs onto it too long and I pull her out of my car and I kill her? What if I hang onto it too long and I fly out and I die? So I'm like starting to freak out. Then I get this moment of clarity, this epiphany. I'm like, Johnny, you're a martial artist. Just focus. You're also Asian. Do the math. 20 miles an hour, 3-pound bag of quarters. All you have to do is go, and watch it gracefully land in her hand. So there I am, 20 miles an hour, 3-pound bag of quarters, feeling pretty confident. And I go, now, and I release. And if you've ever been in an accident, time slows down. It really does. I say this all the time, but I think like God was upstairs like, whoo! Jesus, Moses, bring some nachos and popcorn. Oh yeah, we're recording it. We'll play it back when he's dead. Slow mo. Many times. So there I am. I release this 3-pound bag of quarters, and time slows down as I watch this 3-pound bag of quarters fly 20 miles an hour. 3 pounds worth of quarters, 20 miles an hour, smacks her in the face. The bag rips open, quarters fall, glistening in the sunlight, and all I can do is this. corners go flying everywhere. And I'm going so fast that I actually screech around the corner, like, "Arr!" There's nowhere for me to turn around. I just continue under the overpass, going home, feeling dirty. So, there's a lesson to be learned. Don't give homeless people money while driving your car. It's a true story. So, here's another part of this story that I always tell because it boggles my mind. Before that day, there's always some homeless guy standing on the corner. That was the first time that there was a homeless woman. After that day, no homeless people on that corner. It's totally true. It confuses me. So I think, well, what happened? Did they tell this story about somebody? Did she die? And I think like there's a bridge somewhere, right? And there's like this homeless guy by a fire, and there's another guy walks up to him. Hey, Bob. Hey, Ted. Hey, where's Sally? You didn't hear? She's dead. The quarter man got her. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.